Welcome to the second video. In the previous video, we introduced technology and we explained what technology is. We said that technology is anything that the application of skills, knowledge, and ideas for the production of goods and services that helps to improve the living condition of man and helps to improve and better the society. Now, we looked at various types of technology as well, actually 7 different types of technology. And in this video, I'll go ahead to look at the careers in technology. And it might interest you to know that both males and females can enjoy a beautiful, thriving career in technology. Technology is one area that is not restricted to either the male or the female gender. Anybody interested in technology can have a thriving career in technology. And let me discuss 3 broad career areas in technology. I'm sure when you think of technology, we normally think basically about the IT-based technology courses like the programmers and all of that, but technology can be categorized into these 3 broad areas or courses or careers. The first is the engineering-based careers, which many of us are familiar with. The mechanical engineers, the electrical engineers, they all work with technology tools. These are all technology-based careers. The petrochemical engineers, the aeronautic engineers. These are guys, aeronautic engineers, for example, who deal with planes and the airborne technology, transportation kind of technology. We have the civil engineers, they deal with the construction engineering. We have the biomedical engineers, they deal with the intersection between medicine and engineering. All of these engineering-based careers are technology careers. Next is the familiar IT-based careers. The software developers, the programmers, the web developers, the graphic designers, data analysts, the AI experts, the UI UX designers, everything that has to do with the core IT-based careers. And this is expanding. We are now having learning architects, we are now having the AI engineers, the prompt managers. Every time we keep finding different careers in this IT-based field. This is one field that is expanding and can accommodate as many people who may be interested in careers in technology. The final one is the other tech-related fields. Now, these are fields that are not, we may not directly put them under IT, but they all make use of technology. For example, the architecture, the guys' photography. These make use of different aspects of technology for their work. So even though we may not see them directly as technology-based, but they are also technology-based careers. The business brand expert, the social media specialist, an analyst, the engineers that has to do with photography, all of these are also careers that can be built in technology. And in Nigeria, we have several, both male and female, who are in these various and diverse career fields. Now, how has technology transformed society? I will just be speaking about 6 of them thereabout in this video, and then in the next video we will go ahead. Technology has definitely transformed the society. The first one is food processing. In the olden days, long time ago, you saw that our parents made use of the local manual way of cooking. When you want to blend, for example, there were no sophisticated product technologies like the blender. We made use of the local stones. On those stones, which you grind manually, to cut, to blend things, to do things. When it comes to processing of food, even from the farming, technology has now impacted society by giving us modern devices, modern tools that can be used and increase the yield right from the farming and the processing point right up to the delivery and the consumption point in terms of cooking. What about shelter and housing? In the very olden days, we lived in huts and sheds with leaves, covered with leaves, with mud and things like that. They were good in those days, but now technology has modernized things. We now have glass houses, we now have brick houses, We now have blocks, we have cement, we have modern houses, modern shelter spaces that is built by sophisticated technology. We have roofing that is not made with leaves and cannot be burnt easily like the leaves that we had in those days. So technology has impacted our housing, how we live, where we live, buildings, construction. Technology has impacted transportation, definitely. In long ago, we used to walk or take donkeys. I remember watching a video recently or reading an article or something, and somebody was saying people ask for faster horses. They said, oh, we want a horse that can run faster because our means of transportation is by horses and camels. But then by technology, Henry Ford gave us cars. Cars are not anything to be compared with the horses. Cars are much faster. They run with machines. They do not use the strength of the horses and the camels. So technology has helped us to move faster. And if we are talking about cars within a locality, what about transport across nations and across continents? Transportation has been improved and impacted seriously by technology. What about communication? I mean, I was still watching a movie recently and I still saw how communication used to hold in time past. When the king wanted to pass an information across to the community, one person, usually called the town crier, will go out in the center of the community and hit his gong. The king sent me on an errand. Everybody listen, and people will come out of their various houses trying to listen to what the town crier has to say as the message from the king. But now things do not go that way. The government wants to pass an information across to everybody. It's just posted on the news. He does a live broadcast and everybody listens, everybody hears. Communication from one to one. I also remember while in school we did this project of tying these cans to your ear, and at that time, if you did not see the person physically, you could not communicate with that person. I remember talking to a young lady recently and I said, when I was your age in secondary school, we didn't have smartphones. Even at my own time, there were no smartphones. There were the very small phones, you could still talk, but nothing beyond the basic call, voice and text. No social media, nothing like that right up till when we finish from the university. But technology now makes communication faster. You can pick up your phone and communicate to anybody anywhere in the world, and you not only hear the person's voice, you can even see the person's face. Technology has transformed the society in terms of communication. Let me go ahead and speak about illumination and lightning. Technology has also improved. Previously, we lit our homes with oil lamps and candles and lanterns. I remember that recently I organized a program, a small event in the house, and I went to get candles and I saw that my little boy was seeing a candle for the first time and he was just surprised, what is this? When we went to secondary school in the hostels, we went with candles, we went with lanterns, we went with some of those old forms. Those were just the early days of the little torchlights. But now we have bulbs everywhere, we have light, we have lightings. In fact, we have solar lightings, we have rechargeable lightings. These are recent technology that helps with illumination and lighting, which was not available, and it also increases safety. Because then I remember one of the biggest challenges in the hostel were students who burnt down hostels, burnt down nets, because they were reading with the candle at night, they slept off and the candle finished and caught up with the net or with their clothes or with the book they were reading on one thing or the other. Now all of such risks are completely eliminated. The final one I will speak about is the impact of technology on medicine and health, and this is very, very, very strong. We can see how technology has helped with medicine, with health. Previously, I mean, somebody was only certified dead by somebody putting his ears right on the chest and say, is he still breathing? But now we have more sophisticated technology tools. We can now allow for faster diagnosis, better treatment, extending human lifespans. Many people died previously, I remember that somebody was speaking about childbirth, and he said we lost many pregnancies in the far olden days because there were no technology available to carry out deliveries. Any delivery that could not happen directly, many of such resulted in death, loss of lives. But with technology, things have become a little easier. Technology has advanced, and now health and medicine has improved. Let me just stop on this video at this point. Next, I'll be talking about technology literacy. How do we what is technology literacy, and how does that affect us, particularly as students? Thank you very much.